if you are constantly pouring knowledge and information into your cup, you're likely overflowing. And if you are filled to the brim and overflowing, that could mask as being unfulfilled.
Welcome to the Seeds of Growth podcast. My name is Pumehana Palmer. I'm a mindset and growth coach to new real estate agents, small business owners, and high-achieving female entrepreneurs. I believe that true success happens from the inside out, and I'm on a mission to plant seeds of growth and transformation, one powerful conversation at a time. Each week, I'll bring you a solo episode, interview, or coaching experience with business owners just like you to help you shift your perspective, elevate your beliefs, and build a business that inspires you. Now let's dive into today's episode.
What's up, friends? Welcome back to another episode of Seeds of Growth. I am your host, Pumehana Palmer. Today, I'm super excited to share this nugget of wisdom that has been almost haunting me for the past couple of weeks. So a couple of weeks ago, I was at a women's conference and the keynote speaker had dropped this bomb on me that I don't know if anyone else picked up on this line, but it smacked me up across the face and I need to share it with you. So the speaker had said, "Are you feeling unfulfilled or are you too filled?" And that just stopped me. It was like, you know, that part in the movies where they do that really weird zoom in camera trick where it like zooms in on the person, but it seems to be like zooming out in the background. That's how it felt for me. Now, a while ago, I had taken a DISC behavioral assessment and a motivators assessment. And DISC is the DISC behavioral analysis, in which, you know, there are D stands for driver or a dominating behavioral style. I is an influencer. S is stable. And C is pretty much like a cognitive kind of data-driven person. And I can totally do another episode diving into these things. But along with that test also came a motivators test. And it analyzed based on, you know, questions. It analyzed what out of 6 or 7 key motivators, what drives me as a person. And my number one motivator is theoretical. So I am very logical and I have a thirst for knowledge. So I'm the person that, like, literally right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 9 unread books right next to me. And that saying or her comment of, "Hey, are you unfulfilled or are you just too filled?" really struck me, because if you think about us as a sponge, for a lot of us out there, we are thirsty for knowledge. We always want to know, hey, what's next? What's the newest thing on the market? Or even just why we go into these deep dives of research on why certain things are the way they are, or learning about, you know, be it the mind or business strategies or tax strategies for some of us, because it is that time of year. Calling all my entrepreneurs out there. We want to know more. And I realized, when was the last time I squeezed myself out? And obviously I do, because I share the information that I know with you guys, and I have my weekly newsletter. But sometimes I don't know if it's enough for the amount of information that gets input into me. The export ratio is off. And another way to think about it is, if you're a cup, if you are constantly pouring knowledge and information into your cup, you're likely overflowing. And if you are filled to the brim and overflowing that could mask as being unfulfilled. So my challenge for you is to ask you, what do you need to do to pour out of yourself? What do you need to do to pour from your cup into somebody else's, or just squeeze out that sponge? And for some of you, squeezing out or pouring from yourself is going to look different. There's so many things that you can do. You can have a conversation with a friend. You can talk to your partner, tell your partner or even your kids, hey, this is what I learned today. You could write in your journal, if that's something that you don't quite want to or are ready to share with the world or shout at the rooftops, just write it in your journal. Keep it for yourself, but you do need to express it somehow. You could go live on Instagram, write a blog post, or record a YouTube video, anything. Something to let this information, this valuable information out of you. Share yourself, share of yourself. Hell, there's so many people out there who share crazy, ridiculous YouTube videos, but they're entertaining nonetheless. So what is it that you can do? How can you make an impact? How can you express yourself and pour from your own cup? Because once you make some room for that, there's much more room for you to gain more information, gain more knowledge, create more golden nuggets for yourself and for others. For a lot of us overthinkers out there, if you think of our time and attention as a flashlight, all too often we leverage our self-awareness and our need and want for self-improvement and transformation. We turn this flashlight on ourselves and we get really introspective and we overthink all of the things, but we forget to turn the flashlight around, to turn it around onto our clients, onto our audience, and ask ourselves and even do a deep dive on, hey, what do they need? What are some of the challenges that my audience is facing? And that's something that I do. That's a practice, because I'm not a master at it. But when I can feel myself getting too much in my head, spiraling downward, this idea of the flashlight and turning it around onto myself and onto other people kind of allows me to pause and to get really, really present. The other night I was flipping through, I think it was HBO, the HBO Plus, whatever streaming service it is. And I came across this movie, I think it was made in like 2013 or something, with Miles Teller and Shailene Woodley. And the title was The Spectacular Now. I didn't watch it because as much as I love a good rom-com, part of me also doesn't want to ruin that profound title for myself, because the now really is spectacular, and it can be if you allow it to. All too often, we ruminate over the past, things that we've done, things that we've said, things that other people have done and said, or we worry about the future. What are other people going to say? What's going to happen if? What's going to happen when? That we forget that the right here, right now can truly be spectacular. And it's up to us to see it that way and to create it. So with that, friends, I leave you with that question of, are you feeling unfulfilled? Or are you just too full? I hope this episode served you. Go ahead and leave me a comment or drop me a DM with any of your personal nuggets. Or if there's anything that you'd like to hear, anything that you're struggling with or challenged by, I'd love to have a chat, and I'd love to talk about it on the show. Thanks so much, guys. We'll see you next time. Aloha.
Thanks so much for listening. If this episode served you, please do me a small favor and head to your favorite podcast platform to rate and review the show. Your small act will play an exponential role in getting these powerful conversations out into the world. Be sure to connect with me on Instagram at @PumeHanaPalmer and DM me with your insight and takeaways. See you next time. Aloha.